Okay, hello, I am back. This is Katana, and today we are going to be making Play-Doh with no cream of tartar because I know a lot of people don't have that where they live, or it's extremely expensive. So I'm going to show you how to make Play-Doh with no cream of tartar. You still do need heat because it turns out much better if you cook it than making it with no heat. So let's get started. The ingredients you will need, or items that you will need first, is something to mix with. I just have the spoon that I always mix with. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using canola oil, and that will work too. 1 cup of salt. 2 cups of flour. You're also going to need 2 cups of warm water, but I'll do that after. So, and then also you're going to need a pot that can go on the stove. So you're going to take your flour first and pour that in. Flour can get messy, so be careful. Okay, so next you're going to add your 1 cup of salt. Then you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of vegetable or canola oil. And lastly, add your 2 cups of warm water. A little bit of my water spilt, but that's okay. If it spills, you can keep on going or add a little bit more. But now we are going to mix all of these ingredients. Okay, let's mix these together. You want to make sure that these are completely combined, and then once they are, you can add them to medium heat or 5 or 6 on your stove. You can put the pot on there and let that heat up. So I'm just going to skip ahead until this is done so you know what it looks like when it's done. Okay, this is all mixed. It's okay if there are some lumps, but you want to make sure that you can't feel any flour at the bottom of this. So now we are going to put this on the stove over here. And you want to put this on medium heat, which would be a 5. And you want to constantly be stirring this. And don't worry if it's still liquidy for a while, that's okay, because the heat turns it into the Play-Doh that you're looking for. And also, you're going to need food coloring if you want your Play-Doh to have a color. If you don't, then it will just have this tan color like it looks right now. And also, kids, you're going to want to have your parents do this part because this is on the stove. I'm not having my parents do it, though. I got it. But you can use any kind of food coloring. For a solid dark color, you're going to want around, I'd say like 5 to 8 drops for a really dark color. If you want a light color, I'd add like 3 drops. But the recipe that I use makes a good amount, and you can split it up into 4 parts. Today I'm just going to split it up into 2 parts, and I'm going to make 2 different colors, purple and blue Play-Doh. And I'll show you how to do that. I won't be using gloves though. You might want to use gloves while you're adding your food coloring, but I'm not going to use gloves. I don't care if I get dye on me. But yeah, so just gonna wait here for this to mix. And I'm not going to skip this part because I want you to see like what you are looking for in the Play-Doh. But also, if you're getting tired of mixing, you can leave it for a little bit. That's fine. If you just want to leave it for a little bit, because then it could start to cook on the bottom. And you'll notice the more you mix it, the more the lumps are going away, and it's getting like smoother. That's good. That's what you're looking for. So we're just going to keep on mixing. And if you feel hard pieces at the bottom, that means that it's working. Like you see, as I mix, it kind of slows down. Yeah, people. Okay, sorry, you're not going to be able to see the whole thing. If you couldn't hear my dogs barking, there was someone at the door. But it didn't really miss much. There is stuff forming at the bottom. That will be your Play-Doh. So for me to be able to mix it better, I'm going to have to switch it to a really bad angle. But I want to be able to make this quicker. Okay, here's today's bad angle. Probably cannot see anything, but I will just want to make it quicker so I can grab onto the pot. Okay, let's see if I can try to flip it up. You could see that there is Play-Doh forming at the bottom. When a lot is formed, I will pick up the camera again and show you. You can see there's a lot on the spoon currently, but just keep on mixing. And there'll be a lot of Play-Doh on the bottom. It'll be a lot in your spoon, so you're going to want to try to get it off because you don't want it to keep on sticking. But I'll show you it when there's obvious Play-Doh forming. You could see some already. This shouldn't take too long. It should take from like a minute to 3 minutes to have all of your Play-Doh done. It also depends on the power of your stove, but that's okay because it'll turn out good in the end. And sorry if you can hear my dogs walking around or being really loud. I can't do anything about that. You're probably going to hear them a lot, or any of my animals, you'll hear them. Okay, so there is a lot of Play-Doh kind of forming right now, so I'm going to show you it. Here it is. So, but you want to keep on moving this. That's why I have to make it a bad